Hello everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. I think you probably can. Pretty sure all the technology is working tonight. I've done this a few times now. I should know how to work and press all the buttons, you'd think. But yeah, looks like there's already a few people in the chat. Good to see you all. Thanks for joining me on this Wednesday evening or Wednesday day, Wednesday morning. I don't know, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Good afternoon, R7. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to just pause a few of my streams because I've got some crazy echoing going on. Let me do some hellos before we get started. But tonight we're going to be talking about Black Friday, because Black Friday is this Friday, I think, if I've got my dates right. But a lot of retailers are doing a whole kind of Black Friday week, aren't they? Including Amazon. So yeah, we'll be talking about that. So yeah, I'm just going to say hello to a few people. Of course, I will be answering your questions this evening. Got a few other things to talk about. I've been busy, quite busy anyway. Busy for me. I've been putting some content up and all that kind of stuff. So let me know if you saw it. Obviously, the big piece of content I put up is the hosting guide, which happy to take your questions on and talk about. But yeah, let's do the hellos. Let's get the hellos out the way. Hello, Atik. Hello, Brian. Good to see you. Are you wearing a t-shirt? Available on wpeagle.com. Make sure you get one. If you haven't done so already, they are of a good quality material. And that's about all I can say about that. Reasonably priced as well. Hello, Cheaper Gamer down in Plymouth. It's Plymouth, isn't it? I think I just saw you say that. Yeah, great, Plymouth. So good evening to you. Hello, Elliot. Hello, the Furman. Thanks for pointing out that broken link the other day. Ugh. Me and checking detail is pretty bad. I need to get someone else to check all my stuff for me. Yeah, the link to the hosting post was not working, but it is now. Thank you for pointing that out, Furman. Let's say hello, Elliot. Hello, Elliot, if I didn't. I think I did. Hello, Josh. And hello, Helen, of course. Hello, Jason. Hello, We Love Free. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Carl. And hello, Mount Victoria Oil Company. Hello, Marcos. And hello, Kevin Smack. Kevin, let's just say Kevin. Sounds better. So yeah, I hope you're all well. And yeah, so a few things we want to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about Black Friday. It's a big event, and it's a big event of commercial activity, isn't it? Everywhere's got a sale on. Everyone's buying stuff. And now, being from the UK, I don't know much about Black Friday, but I think it's around a Thanksgiving sort of celebration thing, isn't it? It's to do with Thanksgiving. But now the rest of the world seems to have adopted it, and it seems to be the day where everyone seems to do their Christmas shopping. And of course, as an affiliate, it's a good time to take advantage of everyone spending loads of money and try and get them to click on your link before they obviously go off and make a purchase from Amazon or somewhere else. So let's jump straight into it. Let's do it at the beginning of the stream. That way people that are watching on catch up or after the event don't have to kind of skip through loads of us chatting about stuff till we get to what it's actually all about. So to complement tonight's stream, and I'll be sharing it on social media straight after tonight's stream. And I can do that because I've already put it into buffer. They're being organised, you see. We have an article over on wpeagle.com. It's called Black Friday Affiliate Tips. And yeah, it's not a video, it's an actual blog post with words and everything. I mean, I could probably turn it into a video, but I didn't actually have time. So that's what we're doing now. So yeah, I put together an article with the help of my assistant, Lucy, and my writer and generally chief helper. In fact, she wrote most of it, to be fair. But yeah, we're going to go through it tonight and share some tips in terms of getting some commission over this Black Friday time. Hope you all got your tea or coffee or beer, wine, whatever you're drinking. Right. So I'm going to go through that, and then I'll come through all your, and I'll go through all your questions in the chat. So, I mean, when it comes to Black Friday, I mean, I may be a little bit late in the day, to be fair, because I'm going to tell you that you need to create some content and stuff like that, which is, you know, going to take a little time, and you've only got a couple of days, but, you know, never mind. You can keep it in your mind for next year, or maybe you can work really quick and get some stuff done. And then we're going to just cover some other basic stuff that you should do anyway, but it's a good, you know, Black Friday is a good time to do it anyway. So content, you can do Black Friday focused content, and that could just be a roundup sort of post. I mean, that's the most obvious thing. As I said, a lot of companies are doing Black Friday all this week. So that means that on Monday, or even today or tomorrow, whenever, you've got the opportunity to go on to Amazon, for example, and go into products around your niche or your niche if you're in America, and find out which ones have got good deals on for Black Friday, and then compile them into a useful post. So, you know, maybe you're in the dog niche. I want to put the screensaver on over here. Come on, screensaver. There we go. Yeah, so maybe you're in the dog niche, and like I'm in the dog technology niche in one of my sites to be specific. And then I would go over to Amazon and I would find all the great Black Friday deals, and then create a blog post about them, and obviously maybe do a little bit of reviews or whatever around the products. But it's generally going to be a sort of a list sort of post, which is quite easy to write generally. Again, you are going to want to aim for, you know, 1,500 words, maybe something like that, and then of course share the post on social media and the usual ways. The other thing you can do if you're running a WooZone site is you could possibly create a temporary category or something like that called Black Friday, and then you could move all of your products into, all the products that are in the Black Friday sale, of course, into that category. Obviously a product can be in more than one category, so you don't have to take it out of the category that it's already in. Now, of course, you're going to need to make sure that your WooZone is up to date and that it's synchronized with Amazon and all that kind of stuff, so the prices are all correct. You can force a sync with Amazon. If you go into the synchronization settings, you can do that. So yeah, make sure obviously your site is all ready and all the products are up to date and they're all showing the right prices and they've got the Black Friday price on there. That's going to be a big thing. You know, make sure that they're not full price, otherwise no one's going to click through. Once you've done that, once you've got your maybe you've done some content where you're listing off your Black Friday deals in your particular niche, and you made sure that all your WooZone products and everything are synchronized and up to date, you're then ready to go and spread the word. Now you're going to want to do that in the usual way. You know the usual ways. Hopefully you've built some sort of email list. If you haven't, then that's something that you need to do, and I've talked about this in previous videos. The building an email list is really an essential part of becoming a successful affiliate. So maybe you're offering something for free, a guide, something like that, to build your email list. Or if you're using WooZone, you can try and capture an email address before they go off to Amazon, but that doesn't always work so well. The best way really is to offer something of value, and then have a pop-up or a banner or some other kind of advert promoting that. And obviously in order to get that thing of value, people have to join your mailing list. So if you've got a mailing list, you can obviously use that to publicize the Black Friday deals. And you're going to want to link back to your site ideally. I think Amazon are a little bit funny if you put Amazon links directly into emails, so don't do that. Social media, again, use social media. Hopefully you've built up a Facebook page, maybe a Twitter following, maybe a Pinterest, maybe something else, maybe an Instagram, I don't know. Again, use social media to drive people to your Black Friday content on your site. SEO is a good way of getting some traffic around this, though it might be too late in the day for that, but obviously you'd have optimized your Black Friday content following my SEO tips, maybe using Yoast SEO plugin. The other thing, of course, you could do is maybe try some paid ads. If you're running, if your article promotes particularly high value stuff, then that could work. Although, you know, advertising around this time of year is pretty competitive, so you're going to want to keep a close eye on the spend on that. The other thing, the next thing you're going to want to check is your actual website itself. So once you've got your content and the products are all up to date, just double check everything is working okay on your site. Check that your site is redirecting to Amazon, for example, if you're running a WooZone site. Check that your affiliate links are okay. Check that your site is nice and fast. And that's something I'm going to go on to hopefully in tonight's stream. That's if Gaz lets me. Gaz has been in touch and asked me to have a look at his site, which is running a bit slow, and I'd love to do it live tonight, but I obviously need Gaz's permission on that. Gaz, if you're still there in the chat, then Yeah, can you let me know? And yeah, let me know if I can do that live demonstration. I understand if you don't want to share your site, that's fine, in which case I'll get to it sometime later. Helen, I'll put the email and stuff up in a moment. Sorry, I need to adjust the thing. Let me just finish this little bit about Black Friday. So yeah, make sure that your site is all working and it's technically good, it's fast, links are working, all the rest of it. Possibly update your homepage, your slider to promote Black Friday. So maybe make your first slide a nice Black Friday slide, link through to your Black Friday content, your blog posts around the best Black Friday products, that kind of thing. That's a good way to, you know, just update your site and make it nice and Black Friday ready and all that. Obviously remember to take it down after Black Friday. And obviously make sure you're ready for a spike in traffic. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen to many of you. You never know. If something becomes popular, people start sharing it, then you might start getting more traffic than you usually do. And in general, there's more traffic around the shopping sites at this time of year. So just make sure you're ready. To be fair, if you're with any of the reasonable hosting companies, including HostGator or any of those, you should be fine. And finally, I'll just say, just keep checking your site. Just make sure everything works. Check it on your phone, check it on your iPad, on your tablet, and check it on your computer, and just make sure everything is good. So all those tips that I've just kind of reeled off in a very quick fashion, you'll find over at wpeagle.com. I will be sharing a link after tonight's stream where you can just read through and remind yourself of what I've been waffling on about for the last 10 minutes. Right, let me get into the chat. First thing I'm going to do is put my email and details and stuff up on the screen. If I can do that. Okay, there's one. And here is another one. Transition. Perfect. Right, let's start doing some questions. Stephanie, I've just seen WooZone is still not updating prices correctly. Don't worry too much about that. I think your WooZone is updating prices. The last time I saw it was updating prices, but the problem you've got is a number of your products are variable products, and what it will do is it will generally take the cheapest price to put on your product. So that's why you can sometimes get a discrepancy. I wouldn't worry too much about it. And it's also a limitation of kind of some of the more basic hosting that cron jobs, which is what's used to synchronize every night, don't always run. So you can always force a synchronization, but if the price is just slightly out, don't worry too much. Right, I'm going to scroll up through the chat and then come down and try and catch up with all you guys. By the way, Eddie, if you're watching, that's your shout out. Okay. Guess, is Doug streaming tonight? I don't know, is Doug streaming? He is. So I think what we should do then, as Doug is streaming, I want you all to go over to Doug's stream now and tell everyone that this stream is... No, I'm only joking. You could obviously probably watch two streams at once. Why not? But I don't know why he's doing it at the same time. He knows I always stream at this time of day. He's talking about improving conversion rate and stuff like that. I'm watching him right now. But yeah, I think you should all go and maybe just jump in the chat and just say that, you know, it's WP Eagle live stream time at this time. Maybe. I'll put a link to his stream in the chat just for a laugh. Okay. Marcos says, thanks for helping me with my sites. No problem. Yeah, I am still helping. I know a little while back I said I'm not going to be answering questions. I'm not going to be answering comments. I'm not going to be helping people. I still am. I still am. So if you do have any questions or comments, do email me. You can email me. There's the email address up there, and I'll do my best to reply. Sometimes I reply really quickly, other times not so much. But you know, and sometimes I don't see your email at all, and it just gets lost in a pile. And if that happens, if you haven't heard from me like in a week or so, then email me again. I won't be offended. Cheaper Gamer says, hey, that was one hefty post there, Alex. Now, I think you're probably talking about my hosting guide, which is now live. Do go and check it out. It's on wpeagle.com. You'll find it under the popular content section, or find it under the blog. Hope you like it. I mean, so after all my testing and all that kind of stuff, I actually came out with SiteGround as slightly better. Now I know the other week I think I said it was going to be A2 hosting, and literally it was like that. But then the other day I was checking the sites and I went to the A2 hosting site and it had a server 500 error. Ooh. Which is generally just a general hosting problem that clears up with a bit of time. But yeah, that maybe just made me think, oh, okay, I'm going to put SiteGround as the thing, as the number one. They are both really very, very similar in terms of the features and the price and the performance and all that sort of stuff. So either one is good. But yeah, have you read it? Did you like it? Now, obviously, the slight issue that I had is that in all my previous videos, as you guys know, and as I've recommended to you a number of times, I used to recommend HostGator. And I still would recommend HostGator, but after doing all this research and testing for like 30 days and buying all those different hosting packages and setting up the site on all the different companies, I learned a lot, and I learned that, you know, there is better than HostGator. So, well, you know, there you go. Going forward, I will be recommending SiteGround and A2 hosting. I also learned another thing, you know, I used to love WP Engine, which I've got tons of sites on for clients and all that kind of stuff. And again, they did not come out as well as I thought they would. So I learned a lot from doing it, and I hope you guys learn a lot from reading it and watching the video and all that kind of stuff. But there you go. Stephanie says, what about Cyber Monday 2? Is there a difference? No, I mean, you just write another piece of content around Cyber Monday as you would around Black Friday. I don't think Cyber Monday is such a big thing. It's all about Black Friday, which Black Friday used to be a kind of offline retail thing. I remember seeing all those videos of people, you know, queuing up and then fighting each other to get into shops to get a cheap telly, that kind of stuff. So that was Black Friday. Then Cyber Monday was supposed to be the same thing, but online. But now it seems that the online retailers have also just taken over Black Friday. Furman, you're struggling to get sales. Sorry to hear that. Helen says, did you add old band t-shirts to your site and advertising it all week on Radio 2? No? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. So We Love Free says, I'm new to affiliate marketing. I want to know where I can find networks that would be welcoming to new beginners with no experience in the field. Most networks will accept you even if you've got no experience at all. And, you know, when you say networks, you're probably meaning things like ClickBank, Commission Junction, Affiliate Window. I'm just trying to think of some on the top of my head. And, of course, Amazon, which is not really a network. It's just a big retailer. And that's the thing, and many retailers you can just approach and just scroll down to the bottom of the site, go to the footer, click on affiliates, and then, you know, just sign up. And they generally don't want any, you know, you don't have to prove that you've got any experience or anything like that. You just generally need to have a website, and possibly they'll ask you, you know, what you're thinking of doing. That's about it. But yeah, don't worry, they haven't got any experience. Most will accept you anyway. Yeah, I guess I can see you guys talking about it. That's why I've gone quiet. I'm trying to read. Yeah, don't worry about it. Beginners is fine. Most sites will accept beginners. It's fine. We're not all, you know, most of the guys in this chat tonight and myself, we've all been beginners once, and I don't think I've ever been rejected in terms of signing up as an affiliate. Best Tech Review says, if you're interested in Black Friday ad, feel free to check out my website. We will do. He made a top banner. By the way, his website is besttech.reviews. Go check it. So there's Gaz. He says it's good for me to test them. So I think I'm going to do a live test now. I think we can get one in tonight. I know they never work, but why not? So Gaz has approached me, and his site's running really slow. So I thought he wants me to fix it. Let's do it live. I'm not promising that I can make it go faster, but I'm going to try out a few different things to see what we can do. He's basically said that it won't even load in Google Pagespeed score, which has recently changed and is now giving even worse scores than it was before. I don't know what that's all about, but let me get on the computer and we'll fire up Gaz's site and we'll just have a think around and we'll see if we can get it going a bit faster. So I'm going to need to just switch the other way, and then afterwards I'll come back to all the rest of your questions. So I need to put this up here, do this, transition. Okay. Right, you just have to look at my face for a second while I get Gaz's details up, because I don't want to obviously share any passwords or anything like that, which I know I'm particularly bad at doing. I've done that in my videos in the past, shared API keys, passwords, all kinds of things, and once it's out there, it's out there. That's the problem. Right. Okay, I'm just logging in. I just want to get everything logged in, and then I'll put the screen up for you guys to have a look at. Keep the questions coming, and I say I will answer them all in a moment. No. Oh, Gaz, I can't log in. Oh, man. I'm trying to log into your HostGator, but it says it's not happening. So maybe just email me again, double check that, and we can try again. No, it's not happening. But what I'll do is I'll see if I can log into your WordPress, and we can have a look there as well. See if we can get that going. So let me find the URL to your site. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? Okay, here we go. Found it. Come on, live stream, we can do this. Come on. Okay, I'm going to log into the site. I'm just about to share my screen with you guys. Now, the site is taking a little while to load, so yeah, there definitely is a little problem there. So you give me a different password in this other email for your HostGator, so I'll try that one as well. No. No. Okay, but I think I can get into WordPress. It's just taking 2 seconds. This should be useful for a number of you guys, because I know that you've had problems with speed in terms of performance and all that kind of stuff with your sites. Okay, it appears to be logging in. So let me see if I can get the screen sharing going. Yeah, I'm logged into WordPress. Gaz, could you send me, double check the HostGator stuff? I may or may not need to go into HostGator, but it's useful to have. Okay, display capture, that's what I want. And we're going to be sharing this one. Okay, transition. There we go. Okay, so I see you're already running WP Fastest Cache, so that's a good thing. Just to see what settings you've got in here. Let me get this window to a page we can see it. So these are all good. I mean, you've just basically ticked everything, haven't you? That's fine. Let's run the site through Google Pagespeed and just see what we're getting there. Let's see what tips it's getting. Oh yeah, I see that. Failed document create was able to reliably load the page you requested. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. I'm wondering if you might just have too many things going on here. I mean, that's all fine. Let's just turn off a few of these minifies and combines. gzip browser caching, definitely a good thing to have, but let me just turn off these other things. Okay, come on. Let me just open the front of the site as well. Let's just see kind of how slow that is. That's still doing its thing. See that? Yeah, that is quite slow. Really slow. That's why yeah, we're getting a timeout. Let's have a look at performance. I just kind of want to see if there's anything that's standing out in terms of what's really slowing the site down. It could just be one plugin or something like that. This may give us an indication. But yeah, guys, get me that HostGator password. I think I'm going to need it. I think this host is HostGator, for those of you that are asking. Also, Eagle says, can I recommend a good FAQ plugin? I haven't actually used an FAQ plugin for quite some time. Generally, a lot of themes kind of have something that's suitable. If you've got an accordion built into your theme, that generally works really well to create FAQs. But yeah, I'll make a little note of that and see if I can check out some FAQ plugins in the near future. Well, this is taking ages, this profiling thing. So in the meantime, I'll answer a few questions as well while we're waiting. I'm trying to get to where we were. While we're waiting, let's have a look at best tech reviews. Black Friday banner, hey? Oh, look. That is what I'm talking about. And you just link it straight through to Amazon. I mean, that's fine. Why not? That's one way you could do it. You know, don't even worry about things. I realize there I've just given away my postcode, but that's fine, I guess. But yeah, you could just link straight through. I mean, you might want to create a blog post where you're focused on stuff that's specific to your site. But hey, why not? You can send people straight over to Amazon and cookie them and hope for the best. Gaz, where's that password, man? If you want, we can come back to this. Basically, what I'm going to do is when I log into HostGator, is just check a few settings. This profiling, it's just taking ages. Yeah, but there's something seriously gone a bit weird. The other thing to try, I mean, is just to have a look in the plugins and just see. Oh, I'm going to turn these. I should turn those things back on actually. Let's turn that stuff on. It doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. So I remember you talking about income school. Yeah, I did see that video where they spoke to a lady who was really struggling with her Amazon affiliate site, and then they gave her a whole load of tips and got a site looking a lot better. Then they asked everyone just to kind of click over to a site and buy their Christmas shopping via one of her affiliate links, which is really cool. And I think, as you're saying, I think she's doing really well now. So that was really nice. I'm still trying to collaborate with Income School. They're just really busy. Okay, I've turned that back on. So yeah, one other thing you could do, I mean, it could be a plugin or something that's really slowing stuff down. So let's just go into your plugins a second. Okay, we obviously, there's a few that I know of generally fine, but I don't know what that one is. Don't know what that one is. Well, I do know what it is, but I'm just going to turn it off for a second. I don't know what you're doing with that. I'm just going to turn it off for a second. I'm going to turn this off because this thing can slow stuff down. I'm going to turn that off. That's fine. Okay, let's just turn these off for a second. Guys, I see you've sent me a password, so let me just try that now. Again, without trying to give anything away. Oh, I'm going to give something away there, aren't I? Oh, quick, change your passwords. Oh, no, to be fair, I don't think there's any passwords in there. So that's fine. Did you see anything you weren't supposed to? Guys, after doing this, just double check that I didn't give any passwords away, and if I did, then please just change them promptly. Although most people watching this stream are good people. Okay, so those plugins have turned off. So let me just see if that's made any difference to the site speed. Oh, I don't need to go there, I can just refresh here. This is not doing anything, I don't know what that's doing. Go away. You can try this again. Still looking pretty slow, isn't it? So it might not be a plugin. Yeah, it's painfully slow, isn't it? It might be time to... I still can't log into HostKit. I'm sorry, guys. You'll find your HostGator username and password in that email that you got from them that says account info. Your account info, something like that. That'll be where it is. So anyway, I'll leave this for now and then I can come back to it in a bit maybe. It's not plugins. It's not your caching plugin. Let's just clear this out a sec. I really need your hosting login. I think that's going to be the trick. I need to just check your settings in it. I can turn these back on. Does it make any difference? I don't know how long you've been with HostGator, but you know, you could ask them about, you know, what's going on, if there's something they can do to help you, and if they don't help you, then you could always move to someone else. Maybe they've kind of put you on a dodgy server or something. I don't know. Okay, let's go back to the questions. Here we go. If you're enjoying tonight's stream, why not click the like button? That really helps me out. And of course, I'd love to hear any comments you've got. Leave them below. Maybe after the stream. I don't know. Can you do it during the stream? Yeah, you can comment whenever you like. So Helen says, anyone having problems with idiots trying to hack your sites? One of mine is under constant attack every half an hour, so getting cheesed off at the moment. You could put like a limit login plugin on there, or any of the other like word fence, that kind of stuff. That should help stop those idiots doing that. Which is, it just happens. It's annoying, and yeah, I think we've all probably experienced that. Did you all go over to Doug? I think he's finished now, has he? I hope you were nice if you went over to see Doug. Kevin said he used to have someone start a stream on my schedule. I mean, there's only so many hours in a day. Me and Doug were like that, so it's fine. Although I haven't spoken to him properly for a little while. Alex says, you mentioned this for Black Friday. Do you have one set up so we can see? I don't. I'm sorry. I'm very good at telling you guys what to do, but very bad at doing it myself. No, I don't have any Black Friday posts. I've dropped behind a little bit on my affiliate stuff because I've been working so hard on WP Eagle. But I'm going to be doing some updates to Bow. I think tomorrow probably, but it's a bit late for Black Friday. I don't know, maybe I'll do something. And if I do, I will of course share it with you guys. Okay, but Best Tech Reviews has just put a link up to his list, so go check that out. Stephanie says she passed on my hosting article to friends working on websites. Thank you very much. Daddy says, have you ever run native ads? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I've run Google AdWords and Facebook ads. Hi Anthony, good to see you. And he said, how do you target people to your site if it's a new site to get Black Friday sales? Quite difficult. It really works best if you've got a built up community, email list, that kind of thing. If you haven't, then it's going to be maybe running some ads, that kind of thing. You don't have a lot more choice. Firma says, have you tried the Lightspeed cache plugin? I haven't. Kevin's Max says that is one small room. It is. It's possibly the smallest room in my town. It's cozy. It's nice and warm this time of year because it's freezing outside. Yeah, Carl is just, as I mentioned, go check out the Income School video. It's really good, where they help out that good. In fact, all their videos are good. I would highly recommend that you check out their channel. I'm just trying to read all your questions. Ask something. Maybe I could use Elementor for my facts. Yeah, I'm sure they have an FAQ block or section or something like that. Could be a memory issue. Yeah, we're talking about Carl's site, but I think probably, let me just have a look at the status. I might be able to tell you what you need to do by looking at status. Let's give that 10 minutes to load though. Okay, here we go. So, no, it's not a memory issue, and the memory is set to 256. So that might be too much. I don't know. Can you have too much? Sometimes you can have too much. Well, 128 meg is fine generally. All the rest seems okay. All the rest seems okay. Let me just have a quick look. Ooh. Okay. I think the main problem, Gaz, and this is really what I wanted to check in your hosting control panel. I think your main problem is going to be, and this is a tip for everyone out there that has got a slow site running WordPress and WooZone and WooCommerce. The biggest thing that you can do to get instant performance improvement is to change your PHP version. And to do this, I was hopefully going to show you by logging into HostGator, but as we couldn't figure out passwords, then never mind. I'll just tell you what you need to do. So I can see within your WordPress status thing, your WooCommerce status, where it gives you a whole list of everything that's going on your site. I can see that your PHP version is 5.6.30, which is quite an old version now. The version that we're all running, or the version that you should be running now, is 7.2, which will give you up to possibly a 40% performance increase, and everything will just run better. So if you're with HostGator, and this applies to many other, sorry, I've got an itchy leg. You wonder what I'm doing there. You log into HostGator, log into your control panel, scroll down, look for a little icon that says PHP Selector. Top of my head, I think that's what it's called, PHP Selector. And then in there you can choose a version of PHP. Now I think HostGator supports 7.2. If they don't, then go for 7.1, but I think 7.2 is supported because that's going to be the only proper version of PHP going forward, I think, after next month. So everyone's going to have to start running 7.2. In fact, a lot of hosts might just update your site automatically, which will be fine, which will make your site run faster, but some plugins, themes, older plugins and themes may not work with it. So yeah, to get that performance boost, log into your HostGator control panel, go to PHP Selector, change your PHP version to 7.2 if you can. And the same applies to other hosts. Log into your control panel and look for something that says PHP version, PHP Selector, and gives you an option. If there's no way of you doing it within your control panel, then raise a ticket with your host and say, I want to be on PHP 7.2, please, and they should be able to help you out. I know, for example, a WP Engine are moving all of their client sites to 7.2 next month. It's going to give some people a headache, I think, probably. Okay. So yeah, that'll be it for now, Gaz. Get your HostGator control panel, log in, change your PHP version, and let me know if that's improved your site. Transition. I'm going to go for about another 10-15 minutes. So get your questions in. Let's see if we can answer all of them before I've got to go. Anthony says, I thought you couldn't use Amazon logo and anything that's not cool with their API. Yeah, I saw the ad for Black Friday deal link on Best Reviews. Won't this violate their terms of service? I don't know. I've used Amazon logo all the time. No. You can. Okay, here we go. I've got the exact trademark guidelines in front of me now. You know, I'm being efficient. Oh god, it's a lot of text in a very small thing. But let me just clarify. Okay. You can use the Amazon logo on your site. That's fine. But if you are going to use it, it must be the most up-to-date version logo, which is fine. You can't use one from the 90s or anything like that. Makes sense. You can't use it in any way that they might not like or implies sponsorship or endorsement. So you can't say, you know, put their logo and say, Amazon, they love this site. You can't do that. You won't like that. Or Amazon, they're a load of old garbage, as you'd say in America, or rubbish, as we'd say over here. You can't say that. So you can't say that they endorse your site, and you can't slag them off. They don't like that. You can't change the logo in any way. So you can't change the colours or make it better. If you think you can make the Amazon logo better, you can't mess around with it. Just use it exactly as it is. It must appear by itself with reasonable spacing. So you can't like put it over the top of other images. They don't like that. So you can't have like a photo and then put the Amazon logo on top of that. I think on Best Tech Reviews it was on a black background, so that should probably be fine. And yeah, I think that's it. And then you still have to, the best thing is to also have that little have the statement where you say Amazon and the Amazon logo are trademarks. We should just include this at the bottom of your site. Amazon and the Amazon logo are trademarks of Amazon.com Inc. or its affiliates, something like that. If you just do a Google search for can you use the Amazon logo as an affiliate, you'll find the article that I'm looking at right now. So yeah, you can use a logo. That's fine. Gaz, you can't find that HostGator email. You need a better email bit of software. Does your email have a search box? If it does, go into your email search box and type in your account info. I think that's right. Let me just double check. No, it's not that. It's probably account details. I can't find it myself now. Hang on. In fact, I've got like 10 of these emails. I can't. I thought it was account details. I thought that was what it was called. Okay, now here, this is the subject line that it probably is. So if you can type something similar like this into the search functionality on your email, you should be able to find the email. It'll be hostgator.com : then it'll be your account info. So if you've got a reasonable email piece of software like Gmail or something, you can just type in account info HostGator and you should find the email. Then get in there, log in, change that PHP version. Let us know when you've done it so we can have a look. You've got 10 minutes before we go. So there's other things I want to talk to you about before we go as well. The first thing is I'm going to start offering a couple of WP Eagle services, which I know might sound a little bit worrying, as you know what I'm like with managing my time and all that kind of stuff. But no, I've got some people that are going to help me with this. So the first service that I'm going to be offering, and if you actually head over to wpeagle.com, you'll see that there is a new tab along the menu now which says services. If you click on there, you'll see the two services. The first one is hosting. So when I was doing my hosting testing, I tested out a VPS server with a company called Spiderweb, which is quite a new little company, which is kind of cool. So I've got a direct relationship with the managing director, whatever, of that company. And yeah, we're going to be offering VPS servers to you guys. So that's handy if you've got quite a lot of sites and you're starting to pay quite a bit of money for your hosting and you want absolute, number one performance, then VPS is probably for you. They're Amazon powered and they are blisteringly fast. And yes, so if you want a whole server to yourself, that's fine. Obviously, it is more than shared hosting in terms of cost. The other way we're doing it is possibly by sharing a VPS server between you guys. And rather than having a shared server like with HostGator or any of the other hosting companies where they put hundreds and thousands of sites on one server, we'll limit it to like 20 or 30 sites on a server, so we won't affect performance or degrade performance in any way. So if you're interested in that, go over to wpeagle.com and go to services and then click on web hosting. There's a form on there. If you fill it in, just let us know kind of roughly how many sites you got, that kind of stuff. We'll do a bespoke quote on that. So it's very new for me, this, but I'm hoping it's going to be good. Now the next service, which is not quite ready for launch just yet, is going to be content creation, because I know a lot of you are struggling with creating your content. So I've been mulling over this idea because a couple of content companies have been in touch with me, including our friends at TextBullet, who have said, look, do you want to sell content? We'll do all the writing, you can just sell it. And I thought about this and I thought, that sounds interesting, that could be good. But I wasn't confident enough in recommending TextBullet, for example, and possibly any of the other companies, because the content is a bit hit and miss. So I'm going to be offering a content service, and it's going to be a very premium content writing service. So we're going to do absolutely everything. We're going to create your content. We could possibly even research the content for you as well, and then we'll create the content. We will add it to your WordPress website. We will format it so that it looks really nice. We will research the products, and we will link to all the products with your affiliate links, or link to the products on your site if you're using Woozone, whichever you prefer. We'll do all the product comparison tables, and we'll just make a really, really nice affiliate content, bit of affiliate content for your site. So we're just kind of finessing the details on this service until we've done that. Then obviously I can't give you any more details. I don't know exactly in terms of pricing or anything like that just yet, but I've got a feeling that that might be something that you guys are interested in. Let me know in the chat if you are interested and you think that might be something you might be wanting. So it's going to be premium, so it's probably going to be more expensive than what you've been paying writers, for example. But when you pay a writer, you just get a Word document, and generally then you have to add your own links and do your own research for products. Do all the formatting, add the tables, whatever else it needs, and then publish it yourself. So we're going to take away all that and just do it all for you. Let me know in the chat if that might be something you're interested in, and you can find out details about these services over on wpeagle.com, and there'll be more to come really soon. Okay, I'm just scrolling through, and you guys are chatting amongst yourselves, which is fine. I love that. I don't obviously want to read out all your conversations. Gaz says you're going to open a live chat with HostGator. Yeah, you can do that. You can ask them to change your PHP version if that's easier. Of course you can. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know what difference the PHP version has, what effect that has on your speed. So last few questions. We'll go for another 5 minutes or so. Cheaper Gamer says, how do you delete a category from Google search for good? It's tricky to delete stuff from Google. I mean, you could check your webmaster console. I don't know if there's a way of doing it in there. The other thing is just to block it using Yoast, which you can do, and just delete it, and then update, and your sitemap will update, and eventually Google will stop indexing it. Kevin says, for Google AdWords, I entered the code and it's blank. I heard that it's like that at first, but it's almost... What do you mean blank? It should say that the code was valid, and then you got to start spending your 25 to get your 75. Firma says he's tested the Elementor blocks with Gutenberg today. It's really good. I really dislike Elementor for most, but the Gutenberg blocks and the Elementor templates is a good combo. That's a good tip. Stephanie says, thank you for the PHP tip. Yeah, go and do it right now. Your speed could increase by 40%. Matt Victorell says, Alex, we use Facebook to boost a blog post and it increased page visitors, but it didn't generate much referral sales. Is that to be expected? Possibly. It depends on the post, really. Obviously, the post is going to have a big effect on how many sales you get. And, you know, Doug, he was just talking about conversion rates. So, you know, there's two sides of website, making a website a success. First is you've got to get traffic. A lot of people think that's all you need to do, get the traffic. But then you've got to convert that traffic into sales. And that's really going to come down to the quality of your blog post, how you're promoting the products. So again, referencing the income school video where that lady was having trouble and they helped her out. One of the problems that she had with one of her blog posts was that it was kind of full of lots of ads and lots of those Amazon blocks that you get where it kind of just has like 3 or 4 products and they look like an ad and they don't convert very well at all. What converts better is a well-written article where you're just kind of text linking through to products. So, you know, I might be writing about dogs and I might say, you know, I've been exercising, my dog has got so much fitter since I've started exercising. The problem, I've been using this fantastic ball chucker from Amazon. It's the blah 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 ball chucker 3000, and then that would be the link, the ball chucker 3000. You know, my dog has never been the same since, and that's it. The link is in the content. It's just a simple text link. People read it and they go, wow, his dog's really fit now. What was it? The ball chucker 3000? They click the link. That's it. You don't need any of those weird things that look like ads, because people tend not to click on ads because they're ads. Osama says, can I use Amazon product pictures after change the picture size and dimensions? Yeah. I wouldn't skew them or stretch them or anything, but you can change the size. That's fine. Andy says, how would I run a local ad on Facebook for a client that lives in a different state than you? You just create the campaign as usual, and then when you're selecting the location, type in the state that you want to target. It doesn't have to be the same state that you're in. You can target wherever you like around the world. Carl has just very kindly encouraged you all to click the thumbs up. Only 11 tonight. That's a bit of a poor show. Did you not enjoy tonight's stream? If you didn't, then let me know why in the comments and I'll try and be better next week. Gaz says, try lowercase for the first letter. You can't see my screen over my shoulder, can you? I think we're in. Okay, so let me just quickly show you this stuff before it's bedtime. Okay, so here we go. We're in the HostGator control panel. What I'm looking for is the PHP selector. So I'm just scrolling down here. I think it's where is it? Aha, here we go. See this PHP selector? There we go, we're on 5.6. Okay, only goes up 7.1. That's fine. 7.2 will be coming soon. 7.1 is good too. So that's changed. Here we go. We're back on the site. Let's do a refresh. Let's see what happens. I think the change happens instantly. Maybe I need to wait a minute or two. I don't know. I think maybe it takes a minute because it's not. I can't see any different. Oh no, that was a little faster, wasn't it? Let's see if this is any different. So it probably takes a few minutes. Brian says 997 price point. I don't know in terms of the content. How much would you guys? It's still not happening. I cannot see anything obviously wrong with your site. It should be performing a lot better. How many products we got here? Now let me just refresh this status report. See if it has updated this server environment. Yeah, talking about the content creation service. Okay, you know, that has changed. This has not changed. This is still not quite right. Let me clear the cache. Let's refresh one more time. No, there is a problem. I would raise it with HostGator and say the site is slow, it's too slow, it shouldn't be this slow. Ask them to put you on another server or something like that, because something is not right, and then threaten them and say, if you don't make it any faster, I'm going to move to another host, and see if that's enough to scare them. And if it's not, then move to another host, and it's easier than you think. It's not too hard to move hosts. But you know, I've got a lot of sites that are very similar to this on HostGator, and they do not run this slow. Okay, you've only got 282 products, which is not excessive. Not excessive at all. Sorry, guys, I couldn't get you running any faster. I thought the PHP was going to do it, but I think there's just an issue with your server or site or something, and I would ask HostGator, see if they can help you with that. So what was I saying? The content, how much would you be prepared to pay for a fantastic article, researched and written and edited and laid out, and all your product links and all that? Put it in the put some ideas in the chat now. Let me know before I go. Carl says if I need writers for your service, let me know. I probably will do. So Carl, let's be in touch. I've got your email, haven't I? Carl, I must have. Yes, of course I have. In fact, Carl, I'm just going to email you now to remind you and remind me. I think you've shared me your writer before, haven't you? The one, was she down in Australia? So I've still got her. But if you found any others, that would be great. I've sent an email. Sorry, I have to often do things while I think of them, otherwise I forget them. I've got something in my eye. Oh. Kevin says, Kevin Smart, I think are you talking about AdSense, Kevin? It shows as a blank area instead of instead of showing the ads. Is that AdSense? Sometimes AdSense just takes a little bit of time. It shouldn't take 2 weeks. There's something wrong there. I bet everyone's cooking for tomorrow. Yeah. Carl says he'd maybe $60 to $80 for a fully formatted SEO link post of around 2,500 words would be fine. Okay. Someone else, Kevin says he pays $20 for 1,000 words. I think that's a good price. That's what I need. Is the writing itself? Is that a good price? Person writes well. It's a good price for just writing. But I say I think affiliate content needs to be a little bit more than that now. Just a written article maybe doesn't cut it. So that hosting article that I did, I mean, obviously I had to test hosting and all that, which took some time. But when it actually came to writing it, it took me quite a long time. Then, of course, I produced a video and tables and all the rest of it. It took ages. But I'm hoping it's going to be a real nice piece of content, which, of course, it is affiliate content because all the hosting companies I link to with affiliate links. But I'm hoping it adds value and all that kind of stuff. So I think good affiliate content, it takes a long time, so therefore it's going to cost a few quid. But if it's done right, it should rank well and it should generate some good revenue. Eagles off. And I think that's it then. I'm going to... Well, it says, could you step the amount of work you're doing for the article? Yeah, of course. I could maybe have different levels, that kind of stuff, if that's what you mean. So I'll end on Anthony's question, which is, do you have any suggestions on which content to include when creating an infographic for an article? You just want to include pretty much all of the stuff that's in the article, but in a visual way in the infographics. So, oh, and by the way, that reminds me, I'm going to switch to the computer quickly just to show you this and kind of answer the question. Then I'm definitely going. So, over on wpeagle.com, which I'm sure you're all very familiar with. Is this going to go any quicker? I just want to give it one more click. No. So, I don't know why the video doesn't work when I'm logged in. That's another issue. But, do you remember oh yeah, this one. It was a couple of weeks back now. We had a live stream. It was all around must-have plugins. Well, this has been written off, and written off. It's been written up even. And here is a list of all the plugins that we talked about in this live stream. So if I was going to turn this into an infographic, I mean, you don't need so much blurb in an infographic. You just literally take these things and make it into an infographic. So you'd have pictures of the social buttons, whatever, and, you know, say this is the best social counter, affiliate link clicking. Just make it graphical. And generally an article that's got lists or bullet points, that kind of thing, works really well as an infographic. Does that make sense? By the way, do go and check out this post now with a nice reference. I'm going to also turn this into a PDF so you can kind of download it and keep it, a list of useful plugins. Thought that might be useful. And it says, can I use Amazon's logo in the header on a plain background if it's about a product itself? I don't know what you mean in the header. Is that like where your site icon normally would? Site icon? It's getting late. I need to go. Where your site logo normally would be. I mean, you don't want to make it look like you're trying to pass off as Amazon at all. So just be careful if you're putting logos up in the header. And it says, but how do you do it with Amazon products, with WooZone product reviews without using their photos? Just use their photos. Use the photos from the manufacturer's site. Maybe don't use Amazon photos, but get photos from somewhere else. Most product manufacturers will not mind you using photos of their products, because at the end of the day, you're promoting their products. Kevin says, do you ever do review streams? I do when I look at sites and recommend things. Yeah, I do that. Maybe we'll do that next week. So if you want me to review your site, just email me and I'll add it to the list. But obviously bear in mind that I'll be sharing your site, so if you don't want people to take your niche, then don't send me your site. And I'm also really bad at kind of keeping things secure, whatever. So if I have to log into your site or anything like that, then I'm probably going to share your username and password with the world on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to go. One last thing before I do go. You may have seen this on YouTube, but I want to talk about it now, and I want you guys to tweet about it. And if you see anything like a what are they called? Those things that people sign, a petition. If you see any petitions, I would like you to sign them if you possibly could. So there's a thing that the EU are going to be doing or trying to do, and it's to protect publishers. It's protect their copyright content. So it's to stop people uploading movies and stuff to YouTube and other sites and stuff like that. So this thing is called Article 13. And at the moment, when I upload something to YouTube, it gets automatically checked to see if there's any copyrighted stuff in there, like music or whatever. If there is, then it picks it up. And that's generally fine. You can use copyrighted music, but then any revenue from the ad goes to whoever owns the copyright, which is fine. But this new Article 13 thing is basically saying that YouTube can't do that, and other platforms, Instagram, Facebook, all the rest of them are also going to come into this. They can't do that unless they're 100% sure what's being uploaded. So it's, unless it's being uploaded from Sony or Warner Brothers or Disney, then they're not allowed to accept it. Which will mean that possibly I will not be able to upload videos to YouTube anymore. Most of your favourite YouTubers will not be, if they're in Europe, will not be able to upload videos. It is going to kill the internet. It's going to change the internet. It's a terrible thing. Europe should not mess with this kind of stuff. They've already brought out the cookie stupid rules, which are totally useless and do not help anyone in any way. Just got websites with stupid messages about cookies popping up all the time. Absolutely no use at all. They did the GDPR thing, which was a complete pain and is not doing anything to protect anybody. And now they're going to try and do the stupid Article 13 thing. And now a lot of you will know that when it comes to Brexit and all that kind of stuff, I am a Remainer. I voted Remain. I think that this country, the UK, should stay in Europe. But when they do stuff like this, I can see why people want to leave. And it makes me kind of want to leave as well because, well, we are leaving possibly. Who knows? That's another subject. But yeah, if you see anything to do with Article 13, we need to get the word out and we need to make sure that it does not happen. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys watch people in Europe as well, and even if you're in the US, it's going to affect you because you will not be able to watch those guys' stuff because they won't be able to upload it. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go. It's been a long stream tonight. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button. And yeah, I'll see you next week, same time next week, Wednesday. And yeah, I could do some site reviews, and if you want me to do that, then email me your site. Email address is up there, I think. It's eagle@wpeagle.com. But until next time, my throat's going. I'm going to bid you farewell and wish you good night. And good luck with your websites. Good luck over Black Friday. Make sure you get your Christmas shopping done, all that stuff. But yeah, until next time, bye for now.